Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Japanese player here, and we're going to use a new team that I have been testing out just a little bit. We got Lucia back. I think this is probably the best support that she could hope for. So we're going to try this out and see how it pans out. I think it should be particularly effective against Carolines. Unfortunately, though, she still isn't the fastest. So she is susceptible to being outsped. So I gotta be careful for like really speedy units like Dual Shamir, things like that. Anything that could potentially outspeed her. But this Golvig here, I don't think is gonna be fast enough to get the better of God, what's this word? Lucia. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna set it up. I think I just need to get the false start on this Robin here, just so that they don't get the rally spectrum. Also, it's one of the few things that I can actually false start. I mean, I could also false start Sigurd, but he's not going to be able to get his special off, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So I think the next best thing is to false start the Robin here, and then from there we're going to use the power of Guidance and Plumeria. Again, I can't stop raving about it. She's fantastic with Guidance. To just jump over this wall here, and then
Count on me.
we're going to take on the Cavs, or basically the entire left side of the map. We're going to avoid Duosanaki because I don't believe I'm going to be able to get Lucia to be solo.
Very well.
Even I think she could. The problem is I'm going to have debuffs on Lucia, so she is going to get some damage from the dominance effect in her weapon. So we want to not tackle Duosanaki, just leave her over there, which again is just one of the overarching problem with Cav lines, because they don't have overlapping ranges. There is a potential for Sanaki to get over there, but Plumeria would have to, no, not Plumeria, Mirabilis would have to dance, and it's not going to happen. Yeah, not in this setup. So we're going to just figure out the layout a little bit here, because I do want to move.
If you're certain,
I do got to move in a specific order, just to make sure that everything works out properly. And I also want to give a buff to Lucia's speed, just so that she has it, because she is going to get debuffed. I'm pretty sure Gatekeeper has a chill speed, so that -7 is definitely going to go to Lucia. I think, yeah, she's definitely the fastest unit here. Aside from that, once we get everything set up, I'm also going to get the adaptive damage, because that will do wonders against Sigurd. But yeah, once we get everything set up, we should be good to go. I couldn't have used any other team here, actually, because Fjorm would have folded so hard. Fjorm doesn't do very well against this new Golvig in terms of speed. Or at least my Fjorm does. If you have her +10, you could probably outspeed this Golvig, no problem. But also, if this Golvig is invested, you know, it's the give and take, it's the battle, it's the speed creep. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. And yeah, again, too many red units here.
Very well.
Fjorm does not like red units, so probably for the best to leave her at home. And Marth wouldn't have done very well against the sweep effect in Sigurd's weapon, as well as the Hardy Baron over there. So this was my only other team, which in fact is pretty much set up to deal with Cav lines. I do have like 2 slots left to fill out. I think I have, well, this makes 3 teams, including the hit and run team, the melee one. So I have 3 teams, well, 4 teams actually, 4, and I have to make 1 more. I gotta make a range team. I just don't know who to put on there yet. But for now, we're gonna have it set up like this, and I gotta get, the key to this is the terrain effect from Ratata. I gotta get the terrain effect down.
Yes.
So I gotta move Heather out of the way, and then I'm gonna lay down the terrain effect, because as I said previously, the main thing that Lucia is missing is the healing, because she doesn't get healing from her weapon or anything like that. She has to depend on external sources, and I don't like bringing Gatekeeper in Astra Anima season. for whatever reason. I don't know. I just don't like doing it. So this is a perfect substitute. So I'm definitely going to use this to the full extent that I can. Because it gives her the healing as well as guard, even though the guard won't matter since she should be outspeeding and getting the kills here. But the 7 healing is going to be massive in terms of what it provides, in terms of keeping Lucia alive. It would have comboed well if I were to run like, there we go, completely outspeeding here. She just gets 14 damage for free, which is basically way more than I can heal back. But it would have comboed a lot better if I ran Mystic Boost. But I think having the extra 6 speed and res works out better on Lucia. Again, she's not the fastest. 22, that's quite a bit, but in terms of big numbers, I think that should be the last one. Sigurd is going to get completely damage reduced here. This is 9, yep. And we heal back to nothing. Okay, he had Fatal Smoke, my bad. But yeah, that's fine. Nothing else for me to really worry about here. Tsunaki went that direction because the path, I opened it up, as well as she's probably chasing someone over there. Don't know who, but I'm probably going to take her out in this turn here with Lucia. And then I do need to get her back to full health. Maybe I should drop... well, no, Elamine actually played a very big role in this match here, so maybe not. I was considering dropping Elamine, but the false start still comes in handy, whether you know it or not. Or in certain situations, it's just randomly good to have it around. You're not always going to be facing a map that has Freyr on it, so I think it's better to have the false start, but as opposed to not having it, as well as the fact that this is 1, 2, 3, that's 12 extra speed, and I could have actually comboed that with bonus doubler, but I decided not to, primarily because Lucia doesn't have the highest attack here. It would have gone to either Veil or Fulmeria, and it would have been difficult to match the attack stats. So
very well.
Yeah, just leave it alone. I'll just take the 12 speed and figure it out some other way.
As you wish.
For here we back up though. Not good. Yeah, for here we back up because she does need to heal back to full health. And we're gonna break the structure and start making our way towards the pots to wrap this match up. I can't believe we're already getting another banner. The month is like flying by. December. I don't know, man. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but this feels like a lot quicker than October. And the banner looks interesting. I'll say at least that much. I haven't I think I wanna. I don't know, man. It looks interesting. I'll give it that much. But yeah, in terms of what I'm planning to do, I'm not sure yet. For now, I'll just be playing around a bit more with Radata here, just to see what she does. I'm not 100% sold on her just yet, but the 7 healing I think is actually fantastic. So I'm going to keep that around, at least for now, on this team. I was considering, instead of bringing Lucia, I was considering bringing, what's her face, that new unit? Whoa, that's a lot of damage from the Gatekeeper. Oh, she has no res. Okay, never mind. I was considering bringing the new Severa, but because Lucia just negates special activation, I figured that was probably better. Yeah, I figured that was probably a better pairing. Even though Veil is there, so she can probably remove specials that are pre-charged. It kind of doesn't matter. Maybe I could even drop Veil for one of the bonus units. I don't know who, but it's an option that I could perhaps take. What's this? 62. I'd be at 50, 57. 57 is kind of low. Nah, I'll take the extra HP instead. Veil still has a big role here, and the fact that I have guidance really helps with the mobility of these infantry units. So I'll probably just keep her around. Heather is here for the no follow-up, of course. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple and straightforward team. I wish I could have gotten a bit more stats on Lucia, just to make her like totally buff. I mean, you probably could if you dropped one of these units. I don't know who you would drop. Like for me personally, it's a tough choice for me. But I was thinking of going with maybe Noah and giving her the lull as well as the speed smoke pre-combat. That could work out really well for her, but it's here or there. I mean, we're still doing quite fine as is.
Where was that?
Alright, so that's one pot. We'll get the second pot in due process. I think I just moved Heather up and danced, no?
I'm ready.
Okay. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Since Lucia gets the kill here, let's do that instead. To just close out the map. Man, I spent like most of yesterday thinking about that match that I played. It was so crazy. Merv really almost got one over on us, but we were able to come away with a win. I mean, very, very tough map there, but GG's. The week has started well. Hopefully it continues that way.